years of preparation and anticipation, the 36th Ryder Cup matches finally began at the K-Club, in front of an elated crowd of 40,000 and a huge TV audience of over 1 billion. Our very own Pádraig Harrington and honorary Irishman Colin Montgomery proudly led the European team in the opening match of this historic battle.
Myself and Monty chose to play that match, more so because we felt we'd play our own game and play a steadier game and let them not really try and compete in their game or their world, and just play our own game and let them put it up to them to let them do what they had to do, rather than necessarily. We weren't going out there trying to match them. We were just going out there to play our own game and let them do whatever. So we were in a nice, comfortable position that we could plan for it. There was no surprise in it. There was no, we knew for 2 days what was before us. As regards playing with Monty, as I said earlier, playing with Monty at any time, he's one of the best players in the world. But playing with him in a Ryder Cup where he definitely excels is you can't wish for a better partner, really. And my job is always, if I'm playing with him, as I said, is he's going to be captain, and I try and support him.
No, I was struggling. I didn't warm up particularly well, and I started off in the very first hole. I was sniping right there in the water, so I did struggle a little bit early.
Right now, I think we just go out and focus on trying to win our matches. We're just trying to put as many red numbers up there as we can, and hopefully build a lead. It's tough when you get behind in this tournament. It's tough to come back. So we obviously want to get out front.
But I'm afraid the world number 1 and 2 did not get their way, and Woosy's Warriors stormed to a momentous victory of 18.5 to 9.5.
Ian, here we are on Sunday afternoon on the 18th at the K-Club. How proud are you of your guys?
Absolutely delighted with them all. They've played fantastic this afternoon. You have your hesitation what's going to happen, but when we started seeing that blue numbers on the board, I started to get a bit more relieved.
Well, of course, you've had leads going in before, but never such a devastating win. What did you say to them to motivate them?
That's trade secret. No, I think they know how to do it. Just saying the right thing and just keeping them all happy, and they do it themselves, really. I'm not going to take any credit for anything.
Must be so proud.
Yes, I mean, it's been a magnificent finish. Europe have proved a superior team this week. Americans got behind and never got in front, and the crowd have been absolutely phenomenal. The course has been great. Everybody is very pleased, and we look forward to the next Ryder Cup in Valhalla.
Well, of course, it's not just that the players did well, but your course stood up to the test. You must be very proud of that as well.
Yes, well, it held up despite what the gods could throw at us. They threw everything this week. I mean, we've had trees down, we've had hurricane winds, 60, 80 mile an hour, we've electricity going down, we've had buckets of rain, torrential, the downpour today, and of course we finish now with nice blue sky, and great way to finish, a great way to start.
Well, you deserve it. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's been raining a lot and it's very wet, but I mean it's in the best shape that it's been. We played the European Open here several times, but I think this is the best it's been.
And as a match play course, it seems to be pretty exciting.
Absolutely, it was always going to be that with the last 4 holes there with water and tricky holes. So I think it's worked out very well, and then to win in Europe in my first Ryder Cup is just something special.
So you'll be coming back to Ireland?
Absolutely.
Great, thank you and well done. Jose Mayer, congratulations, fantastic week.
Unbelievable, unforgettable, and an awesome week. It's been a fantastic week. The crowds, the way we played, the atmosphere within the team, the memories, having Darren in the team, everything was very, very special.
Well, we spoke on Tuesday and asked you about maybe another Spanish duo, and you had great success this week.
Well, I have to say that Sergio played awesome the first day. I think we gelled together very well in the 4 balls. And as I said, I think everything went our way.
Well, Ole 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 was originally a Spanish song. Now the Irish have taken it over. Did you enjoy that this morning on the first tee?
Yes, I mean, today I enjoyed the crowds today, but I think that the most impressive one was the first day. That first walk onto the first tee was awesome, and I knew Darren was playing behind me, and when we got to the first green, the roar and the applause on the first tee, it was just nothing like I've ever heard before. I think everybody had great fun. Both teams behaved really well. The crowds behaved fantastically. I think, a perfect end.
While the US team were bitterly disappointed, the true sportsmen were gracious in defeat.
Our team gave it all they had. That was the one thing we wanted to do from the very start, was we didn't want to leave anything behind. We wanted to give it our very best effort, play with heart, have courage, And I feel like we did that. So many matches went down the wire, and it was tight for the most part. And I guess the European team just played better. At the end of the day, they just played better. They played great golf. They made a lot of putts. And I think to a person on this team, we just tip our hats to the way they played. They played a phenomenal golf tournament. They were a very strong team, and from top to bottom, they played extremely well. They played very inspired golf. But they simply, around the greens, were magical. I've always felt in the past that they putt well, they chip well every Ryder Cup, but this was something truly exceptional, in my opinion. I'm just amazed at the short game.
Not real happy. I believe, what am I, 1-3 or 1-4 in Ryder Cups. So no, it doesn't sit well, and nor should it. We went out there, we played, and they just outplayed us. They played better. They made more putts than we did. When it comes right down to it, it's in all these cups that I've been a part of, it's whoever plays the 18th the best and whoever makes the most putts for the week. And if you look at the way the matches went through the entire week, the Europeans did better on both of those occasions.
I don't know what to say. It's obviously I expected to play to get more points than a half, but I felt like we were in every match. I felt like we had chances in every match to win, to get momentum, and things just didn't go our way. And I look back on the matches, and it seemed to all come down on the greens. We would have putts from closer range and would miss after they had already made, or things like that. That seemed to happen a lot, and it comes back down to the greens. And it's going to make me work harder in putting in the off season, because I just didn't putt the way or make anything this week, and that was certainly frustrating. But on a high note, I really enjoyed the captaincy that Tom Lehman put forth. He was an incredible captain in that we all had so much fun. He was such a great leader. He gave us direction. He provided us with every opportunity to play well. We developed friendships this week when we came over earlier, when we were here not just this week, but from when we came over a couple weeks ago. And I just think that his leadership was tremendous, and I'm sorry that we didn't play well.
Everyone out there wants answers. What happened? Why? What's the difference between 18.5 and 9.5? And I don't think there's a guy up here that can give you that answer, or what's different. But it's definitely going to have to be a point of reflection in the future. And obviously, next year we'll send 12 guys to the President's Cup, and hopefully they can take care of business there. But come Ryder Cup time, it's on everyone's mind. We're going to have to take care of business in 2 years and reflect and figure out what the difference is.
I've got to say, this is the pinnacle of my life, because I've won many tournaments around the world. I won a major tournament. I've been #1 in the world. And I've got to say, this is the proudest moment of my life. Yeah, but when you've got 12 fantastic players like this and a backroom staff of what I've got, they made my job very easy. And I appreciate them coming out strong today, and with a great victory again that we've had. I'll have a word with Paul McGinley later. It could have been a record. But let's just say I'm very, very happy.
It doesn't matter what position you play in the team, and I was just delighted to be part of this team, never mind where I played. Ian thought it was good I went out first. I'm probably the quickest player on the team, and it was important that I got off to a good start and got some blue on the board early, which I did from the third hole onwards, and never allowed it to get back to square. But all I would like to say is I'm very proud to be part of 12 here yet again, and to equal the record score in Oakland Hills. We never thought that would be possible again for many, many years, and we've done it the very next time, and I'm very proud to be part of that team.
It was a great team performance. We won by a huge margin. We really thumped them, and I'm very proud of all the rest of the players in the team. Big D, you've been great this week, and we're so proud of the way you've handled everything. and not alone that, but the way you've played as well too. So all credit, and we're one big family.
Delighted that Wizzy chose to give me a pick along with Lee here, and it's been fantastic to be part of this team. The support I've had this week from my teammates sitting on this table, from their wives, from the American team, the American wives, captains, vice captains, everything, and the crowd has been very, very touching, and it's meant a lot to me, and to contribute to the team and score some points for the team has been great. As I said, whenever I told Wizzy I was available to play for the team, if I didn't think I could contribute and be of benefit to the team, then I wouldn't have accepted. And I'm just pleased that I've been able to give my teammates here a few points. I lost myself a few times right there, but I managed to keep on going and do what I had to do. And unfortunately, Henrik here, fortunately, Henrik hold the winning putt, and I didn't think you'd all get that one there. I thought, gone over your head. But Henrik held it, but I'm just delighted to have helped my teammates here. We have been an unbelievable team this week, and to perform the way that we have done and play the way we have done. Every guy from number 1 to number 12, not that there's anybody in any order from number 1 to number 12. It's been fantastic to be part of that team.
I'm actually relieved. That would be my biggest emotion now, because I really wanted to win the Ryder Cup in Ireland. I didn't want a situation. We'd won the last 2 Ryder Cups, and I felt the US team would be up for this one, and I really didn't want to lose the Ryder Cup in Ireland. This is a big occasion for Ireland. It's the first time it's here. Who knows when it will be back? So it was very important that we won the Ryder Cup in Ireland. For me as an Irish person, it was a big deal. So one of the emotions I definitely felt after it was all over is relief that we won it, that we didn't lose, because it hasn't been here before, and it won't be here for another few years anyway. So yeah, it's a big deal to us. It's great that we've won. I'm sure, like all the European players, we're very proud to have won, but all the more special for the Irish guys to have won in Ireland.
Well, at the end of the day, when you turn up at the Ryder Cup, all individual, results and how things are going, order of merits and tournament victories just become irrelevant. We're 12 guys and we're here playing for Europe, and it's just irrelevant when we get here. And I was delighted Paul overtook me last week, which I hadn't thought about at all. But I was just pleased as punch to play with Paul again yesterday, and it just goes to show that it's just not an individual game, the Ryder Cup. It's all about the team, and I think we do that better than whether we do that better than the Americans is up for debate, but we do that as well as anybody, and pleased as punch to play with Paul, and I just wish I could stop saying pleased as punch, to be honest with you.
There is no tournament in the world that winning as an individual is a wonderful thing, and last week was a great victory. And I haven't won, I'm pleased as punch. I haven't won majors, I haven't won Order of Merits, but in my career I haven't experienced anything like winning a Ryder Cup. There's nothing that compares to this. And to share it with more than 11 guys, there's the whole backroom staff is just it's a very, very special thing. This provides this is history, and this provides many wonderful memories.
Yeah, I just think there's 11 potential players in this team, and me.
You had said that
well past that potential stage. Well, we've won 5 out of the last 6. If it wasn't for a very difficult Sunday at Brookline, would have been 6 out of 6. So that's fairly dominant. We have strength and depth in our European tour, and as Ian so rightly said, that we could have put almost 2 teams out this particular year as good as the one sitting here tonight. We have a superb strength and depth now in Europe that we haven't had when I first started playing in '88, and we have a superb strength and depth, and we look forward, to Kentucky in 2 years' time.
Nothing sweeter than beating the Americans.
That's only one thing.
You're welcome.
David, you can.
He took 10 seconds too long to down that pint of Guinness in one go.
I did it quicker than you did. And I'll prove it now if you want to get them out on the table.
I'm a little bit younger than you are. Just mind your age here.
There's nothing like experience.
If you keep up with me, you'll be doing okay. Don't you worry about that.
We'll see about that tonight.
That's
This
why
is
he
a
picked
challenge here.
No doubt about it.
Guinness ability drinking that's why he picked me for the team. There was no other reason whatsoever. But
Well, when I said we're going to have a party, we are going to have a party, boy.
what was the question?